Well, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Brand image, customer experience, customer engagement. Now, I want to move on from the last video because it has gone absolutely wild. So I've got to say thank you to all of you. It was about the Riffee, the R-I-F-E-E, about creating your own Riffee. And somebody said to me, and it's all very well coming up with this spur of the moment things. And I went, whoa, no. This is what I live my life by. And I said, I can take you right back many years ago. And it actually came up on my timeline today, which is how I'm remembering. Nearly 10 years ago, I was on a local radio station down in Malden, down in Essex, southeast of England. And I came up with Health and Wellbeing was the station, or the little hour I was on. So I want to take it from there, right back then. So we're talking, as I say, well over 10, 11 years ago, I came up with The Great Dream. And I came up with it on the radio show. And people were asking various things. And we were talking about how you live your life in a positive mental state. And I came up with The Great Dream. Now, it's mine, so this is how it works. Back then, we came up with The Great Dream, and I want you to write this down, if you don't mind. Great Dream. So it's the G-R-E-A-T, and obviously Dream, D-R-E-A-M. It's what you put those associations to. Now, you're all going to sit there and go, and yeah, everybody can have a great dream, everybody can have a great dream. It's simple. No, it's not. It's about what you give acronyms. And obviously, you've heard my Riffee and doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. The 5 key points: who are you, what are you, who do you do it for, what do you do, and your legacy. Now, this is going back, way back. But I've just found it, as I said, on my timeline. And I think it's relevant. So let's go through the great: giving, relating, exercising, appreciating and trying out new things. The dream, the direction, the resilience, the emotion, the acceptance and the meaning. Well, that's what we did on a radio show well over 10 years ago. My guests, my listeners, people that followed me then came up with, and we wanted to create a new buzz, a new well-being. What could we do? Get up each and every morning. We could meditate. We could do all kinds of things. But had we got a code, we could kind of live by. We could go, right, this is my great dream. And my great dream is about giving my time, giving my learnings, giving my things, about relating, picking up the phone, going, how you doing? Sending a little message, as it was then. Facebook was really big. It was just coming in. Thank you very much. Giving gratitude. Exercising, well, that's fairly obvious. We kind of worked on that, was going to be good for us. Appreciating. Now, when somebody does something for you, say thank you. And I know that might not mean a lot, but we're now talking in a world of mental depression and people with mental issues. That little touch point of going, thank you. I appreciate what you did for me. Thank you for holding the door open. Common courtesy, common manners, you could call it, but actually it's part of a bigger, wider mental attitude. Trying out. Now, that's an easy one. Everybody loved that because they were trying out new things. If you know that we've had lots of activities. So it's about stretching your boundaries, going out and trying new things. So that was the great bit. This is all about doing stuff. Then we had about the dream. And the dream comes back to the Riffee. Have you got a direction? Is it where you're going? Do you know what you're doing? This is the path. And we'll talk about in a later video about the law of attraction. Your path is always lit. You're following the light. Go with your gut. But anyway, back to now. It's about your direction, where you're going. It's also about your resilience. So what you do, how many steps you have to overcome. Obviously, a lot of you know I'm NLP trained, master practitioner, and understanding timelines. It's about, can you get over a little stumbling block? Breaking down. So your resilience is obviously good. Your emotion, well, obviously, most of you know I'm normally in pretty loud stuff and I'm pretty emotional, wear my heart on my sleeve, and I get passionate about things. Rightly or wrongly, it's an emotion. I can step up, I can get over. Acceptance. The acceptance. Accepting others, good, bad, get up in the morning. And there's a thing that I've been saying recently, is that You know, if I've got a problem with somebody, I don't look at them that they're the problem. I look at me that I'm the problem, trying to understand them, because inside them is a nice person, and I generally think they're a nice person, but obviously outside. So I try and adjust my mind. I try and accept who they are, what they are. I've never walked a mile in their shoes, so I don't know who they are, but I've got to accept who they are and what they are and try and work around it. So that's the acceptance. And the most important one on the dream is the M, the meaning. And it comes back to the 5 key points. Who are you, what you do, who you do it for, and your legacy. So it's have a meaning to your life, having a purpose to your life. So scribble them down again. It is the great dream. Get up in the morning, do your riffy. Yeah, we're happy with that. I'm focused, I'm ready. I've got an image in my head of how I'm going to do it. I'm focused on what I'm going to do. I'm going to execute my day as well as I can be. I'm going to evaluate my day. All under the pretense of the great dream. And the great dream is giving, relating, exercising, appreciating and trying out new things with a direction, a resilience, an emotion, an acceptance and a meaning. That is the great dream. So please bear that in mind, and it doesn't just come from I've made it up. That's what I was doing many years ago at a little radio station in East Anglia, and that's what I've lived by. That's where it's got me today. So it's where we are, it's the path we walk, and obviously we're going to talk more about motivation, business branding, business ethics, and how this works in your business. Is your business following a great dream? Simple as that. So whether you're an athlete, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an established businessman or businesswoman, what's your code of ethics? What do you live by? What is your great dream? What is your riffy? So let's kind of get together, collaborate and move forward and go forward on a path of enlightenment. Most of it's in your mind. Most of it, you get up in the morning, you set the mindset, you set the pace. That's how you're going to go. So with that in mind, I'm back out to meet another client. So I'm going to change and find something a little bit Larry this time. And we'll catch up with you soon. Take care.